It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. Hold on tight. We're in for an exciting one. And it's all up next.
You can almost hear the noise coming from the nearby French Quarter, and they're being just as loud inside Caesars Superdome here in New Orleans. Glad you could join us, football fans, as we get ready for kickoff. It's Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt up in the booth, and Brock, I want you to take us back down to the field. When you were a player, what are these moments like just before the game begins and you take the field for the first time?
Well, you wish you could hit fast forward. You wish you could just get to this, right? Because you are so ready to go. You've done all your work over the course of the week. And I think this is where it is a little different than maybe my era a couple decades ago. These guys visualize. These guys self-talk. There is so much mental work being done. They've already played this game in their mind in many ways, and they're just ready to go.
On the return, here's Mims. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. Leading them out in year 11. He's played 15 or more games every season in the league. A real Iron Man, Derek Carr.
Well, it was another very statistically productive season down in New Orleans for Derek Carr a season ago. Another 25 touchdowns, almost 4,000 yards. And what I love about this guy is he is remarkably durable. He's played 15-plus games, all 10 seasons that he's been a starter in this league. That's called the ability of durability, to be there for you.
There he goes on the right side. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead right away. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. So some fireworks there to start this ball game, Brock. One play, and we already have our first touchdown.
And this just may be the kind of game it's going to turn out to be. Both teams have such quick strike ability, but boy, on the other side of the field, the coaches have to be wondering, why this team wasn't ready to go. That's a big letdown to begin a football game.
Yeah, no doubt. Groupie adds the extra point. And the Saints will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. It's Amir Abdullah with the return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. They're led out by the Purdue product who got some starts as a rookie fourth-rounder, Aiden O'Connell.
The biggest mistake he could make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they've planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
A handoff for Madison running left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Las Vegas! The Raiders finish off their opening drive. Wow, great stuff there, Brock. He busted that one open, got downhill, and got in for 6. Huge run there.
Yeah, and this is how you break a game open. He found that lane, and he was gone. What a tremendous effort in the blocking scheme there to just spring him enough so he could take it to the house.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Raiders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. The Saints and running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. And he has run roughshod over them in this opening half. Pretty sure this is the exact kind of start that he was hoping to have here. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. Broke through the tackle. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after looks like a yard gain. Nate Hobbs in on that stop. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Carr. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Raiders get the football on the first turnover of the contest. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the Raiders offense. And they'd love a repeat of their last drive, wouldn't they? Their first play was their only play as they ran it in for 6. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's O'Connell. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. And anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, Kate, these are not the plays that are like bold in the stat sheet when you look back on it, but these are the kind of gains by the running back that keep the offense on schedule and move the chains.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by Tyrann Mathieu. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to Madison. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. He gets 6 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. Back to the Superdome of Caesar in just a bit. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. O'Connell here from the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Caught near the goal line. And in for the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. He stopped on the return at the 27. Here comes the Saints offense. They've stalled out since that first touchdown, Brock, while their opponents have done the opposite. They've heated up, and their original 7-point lead, now a deficit of 7. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Running behind center with Kamara. And his charge towards the line, that's right around 3 yards.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here's 2nd and 7. Catch made by Alvin Kamara. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on a defense.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Carr with it on 1st. Still on his feet. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That right there is one of the biggest differences between the NFL and college game. Heck, the high school and Pop Warner game. Because when you break away from a sack at those lower levels, big things happen. But at this level, this big boy league, just because you get out of one guy's arms doesn't mean you're safe anytime soon.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. This is reeled in by Valdez-Scantling. Third down, 1 yard to go.
What now?
Working out of the gun, it's Carr. Getting out to his left. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 6 yards on the play and enough for a 1st.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
1st and 10 from the 41. Carr here from the gun. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Back to the air, Carr. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They bring Valdez-Scantling in motion. Carr throwing on 3rd. That's complete to Valdez-Scantling. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Carr. He finds Johnson. And he gets this forward to the 19.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. Nearly an interception on that play, and that leaves him with 3rd and short.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Chased out to his right. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so they're going to have to evaluate things now on 4th and short.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of a defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in a 4th down instead.
He's on the move. He's running for it. And he takes this one down to the 10 before hitting that sideline. The right call came in at the right time, give him 9 yards and a successful conversion on 4th.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway. Ugh.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Carr. Has it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you can take a lick at any time.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. So on 3rd down, they're going to go ahead and bring him out to try and get 3 here before the half. They're going to mark this as a 24-yarder.
In that close, kicks have to be automatic. That won't stop the head coach, though, from holding his breath for a couple seconds until he sees it's up and good.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Abdullah now to return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. So at halftime, the Raiders fighting to an advantage on the road. Now we'll send you east to our studios in Orlando. That's where Jonathan Coachman is waiting to bring you the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. It was a running back, Alexander Madison, who put together a solid first half. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Abdullah now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Out come the Raiders. They'll have it first to begin the 3rd quarter. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
He's got Bowers working the sideline. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. From the gun, a run for Madison. Oh, what a hit! Jars the ball loose! Oh, and they get it back. The play's still live. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go with Madison. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5. From the gun, O'Connell. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's DeMario Davis. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back with a pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers come into play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
If you say that, you know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Group B to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Saints push their lead to 3. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Abdullah now to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
Out of the gun, Madison. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Off the play action, O'Connell. He's got it deep downfield. And they bring him down around the 34. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. 1st and 10. Here's O'Connell. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
So we're through 3 here. It's Raiders football, and they'll get to work, coming into the quarter trailing. Second and 3 now. From the 27. Oh, put some heat on this deep. Intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
The New Orleans offense set to go now. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Carr now on 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's good for a New Orleans 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down. Here's a give inside to Kamara. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football are putting the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Back now, pressure on its way. On target to Valdez-Scantling. He runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he gets this down to the 22 before being stopped. Now just 4 seconds after our 2-minute warning, we've got another pause. Timeout taken by the defense. 2nd down now, 7 to go. Another run for Kamara. Making defenders pay for trying to tackle him. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Now whistles and a timeout taken quickly by the defense. 1:50 left to go. A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. They'll run with Kamara. And he stopped just a little short of the goal line. He's down to the 2. Now the Raiders using the last of their timeouts. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. Kamara. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Saints parlay the interception into points. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Group B to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Saints make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Groupie on now to handle the kickoff. Abdullah now to return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. The Raiders have their offense back out there. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a third consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
Trying to push it deep downfield. That's grabbed inside the 30. He makes it in for the touchdown. The Raiders make it a 4-point game here in the fourth. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
They'll line up for the onside kick here. Gotta find a way to get it back. Just a little over a minute and a half remaining. And no problem for the Saints. They cover it up. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The Saints and this running back headed back out for a new series. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really being the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
There's still some time to bleed off the clock, but the important factor is that the defense is helpless to stop it. You could just run that clock down as far as you're able and take off every single second.
Second down, probably going to see him kneel it again here. They give on second to Kamara. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Give him 5 on that play. Now it's going to be third down and 6.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
He goes to a knee as time winds down in this one.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. So it's a win for the Saints. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us?
All of us. Indeed, all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.